to the last day of Judgment Detox. Thanks for watching. And so for those of you who's not familiar with the Judgment Detox, I suggest you to go back and watch all of my videos on this series. This is the season to let that shit go. And it's about time that you step into your full true self and show up for that moment. And no matter what situation you're in, you're able to stand back and be the observer and also be participant in all that activity that's going on around you. So no matter it's your mother-in-law, it's your relative that who's very difficult to deal with, or it's your coworker who's always giving you a hard time, or your boss is just picking on you on a Monday morning after the holidays. No matter what situation you're in, once you start letting your judgment go, you can fully be in the moment. You can fully live in the moment. And when you talk about, or when you hear people talking about living in the moment, what does that mean? Well, living in the moment, it allows you to enjoy all the experience on each day that it has to offer. So every moment it becomes an opportunity. If you're really into it, you will be more able to use your intuition. You'll be able to use your creativity. And imagine yourself walking into the office tomorrow and all of a sudden you have these brilliant idea of how to run your business, how to be successful, how to talk to your child, or no matter what aspect of a relationship that you're in, you'll be able to exercise your creativity and also your intuition. So, for example, ask yourself a couple of questions. The question would be like whether or not you are in that moment. Are you living in the present moment? Here are the question that I would love to have you ask yourself. When you're eating a meal, is it enjoyment or you're just trying to finish it? And many of us, when we're sitting down in front of the dinner or a table, we start eating. And the idea of eating is really just to, we have to do it, otherwise we're gonna starve to death, but it's just part of our day and it's just part of our job to stay alive, so let's just eat it. And how many of you actually bring your lunch and sit in front of the computer and trying to make the best out of your time? Yeah. So are you truly living in that present moment? Another question that I would suggest you to ask yourself and examine for yourself is, are you enjoying your job by expressing yourself in what you do, or are you just working to get the paycheck? How many of us actually do the latter just to get the paycheck? We don't feel motivated. We don't feel inspired. So are you truly living in that present moment? Probably not. Or when you have a conversation with someone, are you really listening or just waiting to get your point across? How many of us actually listen to one another? And a lot of judgment can hinder our ability to listen to each other. Another question would be, are you enjoying the journey of life with excitement, curiosity, joy, and passion? Or are you just simply going through the motion? Which one are you? So the Energy Leadership Index is a great assessment to really enable you to look at your perception and overall self-leadership. The ELI, or I call it the Energy Leadership Index, it's really used to help identify some of the challenge and issues that you currently experiencing based on your own perception. You'll be able to learn the average resonating level of energy, which is it's a proven indicator for attracting the greater success. So the study have shown that the higher level of average resonating level of energy is actually correlated to a higher satisfaction in the following areas: spiritual connection, energy level, intimate and family relationship. It's also in connections to productivity, personal freedom, and also financial success. And these are actually evidence-based data that's proven to show that it works. And so what can you do on individual with the Energy Leadership Index? So basically, it gives you a really detailed breakdown of which how much percent of each level of energy that you carry, and what is your default tendency under stress. So for example, your mother or your mother-in-law walking in, or someone who's really difficult walking in your sight, and immediately it becomes a stress for you, or some circumstances in your life that's currently creating a lot of stress for you, then you'll be able to use that tool to identify what is it about what you're seeing or not seeing that's hindering your ability to move forward in your life. And that's also affecting how successful you are in your life. So imagine you have 2 fingers on your rib, or you're stepping on a stone in your shoe. There's a rock in your shoes. So you're constantly focusing on that rock in your shoes, and it's just driving you nuts, of course. But all you have to do is just remove that rock, and your life will be completely different. And the ELI actually provide that tool of removing that block, or identifying there's a rock in your shoes. Now you have the ability of choosing to remove it, or you can choose it to stay put where you are. The choice is entirely up to you. But it will allow you to see that in a very nicely visual, evidence-based data right in front of your eyes. So if you're interested, please go visit my website at elevatelifecoaching.org, and you can actually take the ELI assessment right now to find out for yourself how much of the default tendency and what is your average resonating level of energy you're currently at. So remember a couple of days ago, I asked you to break it down in terms of how much percent of catabolic energy that you carry, or how much of anabolic energy that you carry. I want you to go back to that number and look at it. Now, if you can break it down even further into all different type of level of energy that we spoke about, what would be different in your life for you? How would you use that as an opportunity to improve from here on in your self-leadership? So, what are you waiting for? Go to my website, elevatelifecoaching.org.